So to come to St Luke's, when I first arrived here, I was really drawn to the fact that it was a bigger practice, that there were 6 partners, and even now we all have our own individual skills and our own individual specialties, so that's great for the team. I also loved the fact that we're part of a bigger building, so we have our treatment room on site, we have our district nurses up the stairs, we have our health visitors up the stairs, and there's a very good working relationship that was brilliant when I first came and worked here as a salaried GP first of all, and then became a partner within 6 months of being here.
This area is a particularly beautiful part of Scotland, but you have the advantage of actually being reasonably close to 2 of the main cities. So you've got Edinburgh, which is a really beautiful historic city and our capital, but you've also got a direct line to Glasgow as well. So if you look at the map, we're kind of equidistant between both, and that's fantastic because it means that you get to enjoy a really lovely kind of country life, but you're not out in the sticks. And we're very fortunate that we're surrounded by absolutely stunning countryside. We've got a historic town called New Lanark, which is just down the road, and so we quite often walk there.
I come from Edinburgh. What prompted us to move was our desire to raise our kids in a more kind of rural location. My husband works between Edinburgh and Glasgow, so we needed somewhere central that we could get to both areas easily.
So I'm Laura Ann and I'm the business manager here at St Luke's, and I joined the team in October 2006, and I was attracted to this practice when the vacancy came up because their reputation of being quite a caring team, quite a dynamic, proactive, quite forward thinking, and saw it as a great opportunity.
I work as an advanced nurse practitioner, so I think the reputation of St Luke's itself, and the fact that you're working in a purpose-built modern building as well, and the location was all attractive.
So I was originally from Dumfries, and I did my GP training down there, and when I was looking for a job a long time ago now, it's over 36 years ago that I came here. Carluke seemed a nice small town to bring up a family essentially, you know, and that's what I was looking for, family practice.
You can wind down your pace a wee bit out here, I think, rather than being in the midst of the city. But if you want to be in the city, you can, you know, you're not far away. I would say the pace of life is better. Great for kids. I've brought my children up in this area. My grandchildren. I have a grandson who's going to an outdoor nursery just a few miles away, which I think is wonderful. There's scope for all these things out here.
Again, we're really lucky in the town Lanark, which is just outside of Carluke, and there's a kind of thriving restaurant and cafes, and so when the lockdowns are, when we go down to tier 3, we're able to kind of take advantage of that.
So for me, I think it's the location, the countryside. I'm a keen dog walker. I love to go on the Clyde Walkway, which runs from Glasgow to New Lanark, and most of that is adjacent to the beautiful River Clyde itself. So you have these walks on your doorstep and further afield. It also allows you to just become part of a community, and you know, you build relationships within that community, and you have access to all local clubs and activities that are within both Carluke and Lanark. They both have their own leisure centres that have an array of clubs and activities for all age groups to join.
We now live in a tiny rural hamlet on the edge of a kind of woodland estate where we've got sheep in front of our house and wild deer roaming in the fields behind our house, so it's absolutely idyllic, and it's the upbringing that we wanted for our children.
prior to the lockdown happening, we would use the cities a lot more. We would go for day trips to Edinburgh, and we would of course take the kids to the cinema, escape, skiing, things like that.
Oh, lots and lots of great things here in Carluke, but also in the wider Clydesdale area. So I'm a member of our local tennis club. I have a young family, and as part of a family we do lots of walking, both up Tinto and Coutafel, and also in like the Clyde and the Moose, which is near our house, the two rivers and the woodland walks. The children have loads of activities. They're constantly busy. I don't have downtime because they're doing all these things. So there's local cubs and brownies. They do football, rugby training, dancing. Yeah, we're very much outdoors, busy people here.
There's a huge community feel, and also you're getting a lot of young families moving in. Mum and dad want a short commute into work, but affordable houses. We've got lots of new builds coming up in Carluke, much more affordable than even say Hamilton, 10-15 minutes away. We are noticing that with the sheer volume of people that are trying to get into one of the 7, I think it is, primary schools. That it's just booming. We've got loads of new nurseries, fantastic new built nurseries coming up in Carluke.
Prior to joining here, I knew it had a very good reputation among patients, and that for me is really important. When I first entered the building pre-COVID, everybody was just so warm and friendly, and the practice manager said to me, why don't you bring the kids along to introduce everyone as well? So I felt very much part of the family right away.
But it's been absolutely the best decision I could have made. I feel like the quality of life living where we do, particularly highlighted with the whole coronavirus situation, is outstanding, and it doesn't have to be at a loss. I think that was the thing I felt when I was trying to make the decision. It was, do I stay in the city or do I move rurally? But actually this location I feel provides both, certainly does for me. We have access to the city easily. It's 30 minutes into the centre of Glasgow, so you can still do all the shopping, the nightlife, all the things you would want to do, but your day-to-day existence is much nicer.
Been here a long time, and it's always had a philosophy of good family practice, I would say, and certainly we do strive for excellence. We've always been innovative.
It's a very progressive team. There's always something new on the horizon. I like to be challenged, and I like to stay up to date, and there's always new things coming up. You feel you don't ask silly questions within the team. Everybody has their own wee bit that they know a wee bit more about, and it's easy to go and approach the other team members to discuss things. You never feel you have to stand outside and wait. This is a great team. You would be hard pushed to find a more progressive, approachable team to be part of. We have good work-life balance here. You're home with your family within 10 minutes usually of finishing work, and the support in this team goes without saying. It is spot on.
I like patient-centred medicine, and I feel that this is a very patient-centred practice. Most of what we do is for the benefit of our patients, while at the same time we have a great respect for each other's private lives, and we try to work together to ensure that we provide a high quality service to our patients, but at the same time look after each other.
I would say come and embrace the challenge of working with us here in Carluke. We're a great team, a big, large, multidisciplinary team. We're a very well organised practice, and we communicate really well with each other, and love meeting with each other and feeding and bouncing ideas off each other.
and it sounds really cheesy, but I would describe it like a family. It is very much like a family, and we're looking to expand that family. I don't think I've ever worked anywhere where there has been so much working together so that we all have time with our children, and lots of us have young children, and they're part of the St Luke's family, I would say.
So it's been a happy practice, and I've been here 36.5 years, so it's been good. It has been good.